is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, my dear colleagues, I rise before you in a matter of collective and personal privilege. Mabigat sa kalooban ko na talakayin sa plenaryong ito ang hindi mga kanais-nais at hindi katanggap-tanggap na nangyayari sa industriyang malapit sa aking puso. At bahagi rin ako ang industriya ng pelikulang Pilipino. Makailang beses na rin akong tumayo para ipaglaban ang naghihingalong film industry dahil naniniwala ako sa galing at talento ng ating mga alagad ng sining sa Pinilakan Tabing. Ngunit sa pagkakataon ito, labis kong ikinulungkot na ipabatid sa inyo ang usapin na ito. I rise today to express my deepest concern and strongest condemnation over the proliferation of and easy access to vulgar, explicit, and pornographic content on streaming platforms, particularly on Viva Max. Mr. President, the Philippines is a nation deeply rooted in moral values, family traditions, and respect for human dignity. However, these principles are being challenged by platforms that prioritize profit over social responsibility. Viva Max, a subscription-based popular streaming service, has gained attention not for its meaningful and family-oriented content, but for inundating the digital space with films and shows filled with graphic, sexual, and exploitative material. While I acknowledge the importance of artistic freedom and creative expression, these should come with boundaries, especially when they begin to undermine our society's moral fabric. This situation is even more concerning because many of these materials are easily accessible and may target younger audiences who are more susceptible to influence. Buong pagmamalaking inanunsyo ng kumpanyang Viva Max na pumalo na sa 12 milyon ang kanilang subscribers as of October 10 of 2024. Bagamat may mga comedy, drama, romance, horror movies, at concerts na mapapanood sa ilalim ng rebranded na streaming platform ng Viva Communications Incorporated na kilala na ngayon na VMX. Ang unang bubungad sa subscriber ay ang tinatawag nilang sexy contents. A subscriber can gain access to their platform for 169 to 499 pesos per month. Article 201 of the revised Penal Code prohibits the distribution, exhibition, or sale of content deemed immoral, obscene, or indecent, covering literature, films, music, artworks, performances, plays, scenes, acts, and shows. Ginoong Pangulo, malinaw pong batas. Malinaw na nakasaad sa batas na pinagbabawal ang pagpapalabas ng anumang malaswa at mahalay na material na maaaring magdulot ng pagkasira ng moralidad ng publiko. May parusang aabot sa 6 na taon, multa na mula 20,000 hanggang 200,000 at pagkansela ng permit o lisensya ang sino man lalabag dito. Ngunit tila hindi sapat para mapigilan ang mga plataforma gaya ng Viva Max sa pagpapalaganap ng ganitong uri ng nilalaman. Nauna nang tinawag ng pansin ng MTRCB ang Viva Max, bunsod na rin ang mga reklamong natanggap ng ahensya sa malalaswang ipinalalabas dito. Sa isang nilagdaang kasunduan o Memorandum of Agreement noong Enero na nakarang taon, nangako ang Viva Max na mag-self-regulate. Viva Max committed to ensure that the content on its platforms are aligned with contemporary Filipino cultural values, not objectionable for being immoral, indecent, contrary to law and or good customs, injurious to the prestige of the Republic or its people, or with a dangerous tendency to encourage the commission of violence or of a wrong or crime. Ngunit, tila hindi tumutupad ang Viva Max sa kasunduang ito dahil sa isang monitoring na isinagawa ng MTRCB. Lumalabas na mga pelikulang pang-streaming platform ng kumpanya ay nababagay lamang sa mga porn sites. Mr. President, are we normalizing porn on streaming platform now? Ang mga ganitong klaseng pelikula, ba ang magsasalba sa ating industriya, sa industriya ng pelikulang Pilipino? Bilang kasangga ng mga taga-industriya, kaisa nila ako sa pagtataguyod at pagnanais na mapasigla muli ang naghihingalong pelikulang Pilipino. Hindi ko pinapalampas na hindi bigyan ng pagkilala ng Senado ang mga pelikulang pinaralanganan ng mga international award-giving bodies. Ito ay paraan ko upang mahikayat pa ang pagiging malikain at linangin ang talento ng ating mga kababayan. Hindi po ito usapin ng censorship, kundi ng proteksyon ng ating mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na laban sa mga ganitong klaseng ng content online na sumisira sa kanilang moralidad at pananaw sa buhay. Wala po ako nakikitang redeeming values na mapupulot ang mga manonood, kundi ang pagsilbihan ang mga tumatangkilik ng kalaswaan, kawalan ng respeto sa dignidad ng tao at pagkakitaan ang ganitong klase ng pelikulang ipinalalabas sa streaming platform. Mr. President, ang binabayad lang po sa mga artistang gumaganap dyan sa Viva Max, lalong-lalo na po yung mga kababaihan, ay balita ko, umigit kumulang lang ng 15,000 pesos per day. Paghuhubad ka na kung ano-ano pa gagawa sa iyo ng direktor. They are exploiting our women, Mr. President. The normalization of such content erodes the fundamental principles of respect, decency, and empathy, which are essential for individual well-being and social cohesion. As consumers of digital content, we must be vigilant and discerning about what we watch and share. Content creators must likewise recognize their responsibility in shaping public discourse and cultural norms. Bago po ako magtapos, patulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina, 15,000 lamang po ang binabayad kapalit ng pagbilad ng kanilang katawan sa harap ng kamera. 15,000 pesos kada araw at sa loob ng 2 araw ay makakagawa na sila ng isang full-length movie para sa streaming platform. Kaya hindi nakakapagtaka na madali silang makapag-produce ng ganitong klase sa loob ng maiksing panahon. Muli, Ginoong Pangulo, nais ko na bigyan ng din na sa pagtayo ko dito, sa plenaryong ito, sa usaping ito, hinding-hindi ko hinahadlangan ang pagiging malikhain ng mga alagad ng sining. Naninindigan ako upang bigyan ng wakas ang ganitong uri ng kabuktutan sa ngalan ng ating mga kabataan, pamilyang Pilipino at ng ating inambayan. Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo.
Majority Leader. Mr. President, Senator Joel Villanueva is seeking the floor. I move that he be recognized.
Senator Villanueva is recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, Majority Leader. May we know, Mr. President, if our good Senate President Pro Tem, Senator Jinggoy Estrada, would yield to some clarificatory questions coming from this representation, Mr.
Gladly,
President?
Mr. President.
Mr. President, at the onset, may I just put into the records of this August chamber my sincerest thanks and gratitude to our dear colleague, who is not only a colleague of ours here in the Senate, but also who hails from the industry na malapit po sa kanyang puso, sa industriya ng pelikulang Pilipino. Bihira po sa mga nakikita natin ngayon sa industriya ang may ganitong karakter para i-expose, Mr. President, ang ganitong uri ng mga bagay na tinatouch, Mr. President, yung napakahalagang karakteristik ng isang Pilipino, yung moral fibers ng ating bansa, Mr. President. Mr. President, sa unang katanungan, Mr. President, may I know, Mr. President, if the good gentleman from San Juan would gladly educate this representation, because insofar as streaming is concerned, Mr. President, meron po bang ahensya ng pamahalaan na talagang nagbabantay, nagre-regulate, o wag na natin sabihin nagre-regulate, Mr. President, nagbabantay na lamang para sa kapakanan ng ating mga kababayan? Sapagkat sa aking pong pagkakaalam, sa payak na aking nakuhang mga impormasyon, yung television or movies na pinapalabas sa mga theaters, meron pong MTRCB, pero hindi naman ito nire-regulate, no? Nagre-rating lang po ito. When it comes to streaming po ba, meron po, Ginoong Pangulo, na ahensya ng pamahalaan na talagang nakatutok para bantayan ang ating mga kababayan, lalo na ang ating pong mga kababayan?
Well, ikinalulungkot ko pong sabihin sa inyo, Ginong Pangulo, na wala hong ahensya de gobyerno ang pwede mag-monitor nitong mga pinalalabas nitong sa streaming platform. Lalong-lalo na po yung MTRCB, hindi po sakop ng kanilang mandato ang pagmamonitor ng mga streamline platforms sa social media.
Nakakalungkot, Mr. President, because if that is the case, in some countries, Mr. President, when you enter the country and you try to get connected to the internet, for instance, talagang wala ho no? In some countries. For example, let me share my experience. When I was in Vietnam, Mr. President, may ilang lugar po doon na wala Hindi ka maka-access whatever you do, whether internet or cellular network, hindi ka makapasok. Parang yun, medyo mahigpit na po yun. Pero sa atin, Ginoong Pangulo, any Tom, Dick, or Harry can actually access itong Viva Max. Even the minors, Mr.
Even
President.
the minors can easily access any streamlined platform, especially itong mga Viva Max, itong mga porn sites. Ipepekein mo lang yung edad mo, sasabihin, how old are you? Sasabihin mo lang 18, 20, pwede ka na pumasok. Kahit 12 years old ka lang, pwede ka na pumasok. Yan po anong nakakalungkot.
Are you saying, Mr. President, distinguished colleague, wala ho ni kahit anong mekanismo
I don't think so.
itong streamlining apps na ito na mag-check whether or not totoo o hindi?
Yeah.
Yung
Wala.
pumapasok?
I think they only ask for your age, for your name, or etc. And then you can put there na I am of age, I am 20 years old, I am 25 years old. Kahit minor de edad ka ba, pwede mong you can gain easy access dun sa mga sites na yan.
Mr. President, sino ho ang pupwedeng magprotekta sa ating mga kabataan na itinuturing ng ating konstitusyon, ng ating mga ninuno, ng mga nagbuwis ng buhay para sa kasarinlan ng ating bayan, na itinuturing hindi lang pag-asa ng bayan, kundi may-ari ng kinabukasan? Sino ho ang pupwedeng magprotekta, Mr. President? Senado na lang po ba? Kung ganito po ang sitwasyon, because our Constitution, Mr. President, is very clear. The 1987 Constitution states the role of the state to promote the youth's moral well-being. Nasa Section 13, Article 2 po yan ng ating Constitution. Sino ho ang pwede nating kalampagin para maprotektahan ang ating mga kababayan, lalo na ang ating mga kabataan, Mr. President?
Well, sa ngayon, ang pwede nating sabihan ay yung MTRCB. Dahil yun po ang gusto nila magkaroon ng control or regulation dito sa mga tinatawag na online streaming apps, no? Dahil siguro sila lang siguro yung the appropriate agency na pwedeng mag-regulate at mag-monitor dito sa mga streamline platforms na ito.
Mr. President, I have to confess in front of our idol presiding officer, I have never seen a Viva Max movie, Mr. President. So, please allow me to ask this question. Ito ho ba ay the same as the movies being shown in theaters, Mr. President, with what? An X-rated movie, etc.? May pinapakita ba dito na hindi talaga kanais-nais na makita o dapat ma-rate man lang? Dahil dito sa mga theaters natin, Mr. President, I remember I was with my daughter and we're trying to watch a movie, a Marvel movie, and because there's violence, kahit anong gawin mo na pakiusap, hindi ka makakapasok doon sa theaters, Mr. President. Kahit na ako'y talaga innocently asked this question to the theater guards, Mr. President, na nandito naman yung tatay, nandito naman yung parent. Can we be allowed to watch a Marvel movie, Mr. President? Pero kahit anong pakiusap ko, hindi ko talaga kami pinapasok. And I admire the tenacity of the guards or those personnel manning the theaters, Mr. President. Pero dito po, Mr. President, ano bang difference nitong movies na ipinapalabas dito sa Viva Max, Mr. President?
Once the MTRCB rates a movie, if it's rated X, kahit kailan, hindi ho pwedeng ipalabas sa sinehan yan.
Sa publiko.
Sa publiko. Now, kung ang MTRCB nag-rate ng R18, minsan nakakalusot yan, no? But of course, the movie owners are very strict. Kailangan siguro hingin ID na above 18 years old ka. Pero ano nangyari doon sa isang pelikula, I forgot what movie that was.
Mr. President, may araro kayong pinakitang...
Unang tikim ba yun? Unang whatever? Unang tikim. Nakalusot sa isang sinehan na nirate ng MTRCB na R18. Nakalusot sa sinehan, pinapakita lahat, no? May pumping scene, may breast exposure, may butt exposure. Talagang, alam mo, nang malaswang-malaswa talaga. So siguro, ang dapat gawin ng MTRCB, suspendihin o isara yung sinehan na nagpalabas ng ganitong klaseng malalaswang pelikula.
Mr. President, I remember, and we were then a member of the House of Representatives representing Sibak Party List in 2004. We had a consultative meeting with theater owners to disallow showing of this so-called, for me, I would say it's already pornographic films, Mr. President. And during that time, the SM Schumart themselves made that decision not to show this kind of films. So my next question, Mr. President, is that yung MTRCB po ba na-allow sila to rate the movies being shown or being accessed in this streaming apps, Mr. President?
No,
Specifically itong
they
Viva
do not have
Max?
any control or they do not have any control or regulation dito sa ating mga streamlined platforms, dito sa mga apps. Wala ho silang mandato, hindi ho sakop ng kanilang mandato. That is why what they are proposing in the bill, itong sa bagong bill na I think
Ng
pagbobotohan
MTRCB.
natin ngayon, na isama na yung live streaming katulad nitong Netflix, itong Viva Max, etc. etc.
I agree, Mr. President, and I can't wait to vote for it while we are so blessed that at this point in time, yung MTRCB chair ay talagang naninindigan kung ano lang yung tama. Mapagalitan man, hindi man popular, talagang ginagawa kung ano yung tungkulin nila bilang MTRCB. But Mr. President, this is alarming because you are saying na any Tom, Dick, or Harry, even students, even minors, Mr. President, mismong mga anak natin, po pwedeng maka-access nito, yung mga minors. Ang next question ko, Mr. President, pagka ba umaccess sila nito, nagagamit nila itong mga apps na nagdaan din sa Kongreso, yung prangkisa, kagaya for example, kung ikaw ay Globe, yung GCash mo, magagamit mo dito, Paymaya mo, magagamit mo dito, ito bang mga ito, magagamit mo dito, at sila din po ba, meron ba silang mekanismo rin para i-check na ito'y ginagamit ng isang minor na gumagamit ng hindi karapat-dapat o hindi angkop, and I will use that word in Tagalog, hindi angkop doon po sa kanilang age na ma-access ang ganitong mga klaseng pelikula, Mr. President?
Tingin ko wala ho silang mekanismo. Kunwari ako meron akong GCash, siguro hindi na siguro magtatanong ang kumpanya kung ilang taong ka na. I don't think they have any system or mechanics to do so. No, palagay ko wala ho silang paraan para i-monitor kung minor de edad ka ba o sapat ba edad mo para makanood nitong mga applications nito.
Nakakalungkot, Ginoong Pangulo, sapagkat kita-kita na lang talaga pala. Yung gano'n na lang ba yung sinasabi natin dito, Mr. President? Basta
That's how it is,
kumikita.
Mr. President.
Kita-kita na lang. And if that's the case, Mr. President, I am not even thinking twice to revisit the franchises that we have given to these companies, Mr. President. Because I remember, I once stood here in this August chamber to question, for example, yung mga GCash na yan, etc., na tumataya doon sa mga isabong. Ang dami na hong nagpakamatay doon sa isabong. Ang dami nang nabiktima. Mga 16, 14 years old, doon po sa Davao, nakita natin, kalahating milyon, bigla may utang yung bata. Bakit? Hindi kasi na-check Nakakapagtaya na po sila. Ngayon, Mr. President, kung ganun po, dapat siguro, would you agree with me na i-revisit natin yung mga prangkisa na ibinibigay natin doon sa mga kumpanya na pinagkakakitaan nito sapagkat nung time na diniscuss natin yung kanilang mga prangkisa, wala pong mga ganito na mekanismo. Wala rin pong ito, Mr. President, na discussion as to whether or not they can actually use this to gamble, to pay for live streaming or streaming apps na kung saan nagpapakita ng mga malalaswang pelikula na na-access din ng mga minor de edad, Mr. President.
Well, I strongly support you. I do not have any quarrel with that. I do not have any objection with that. But I just would like to remind the good gentleman, ito mga GCash, Globe, Smart, ito lang yung it is just a means to pay the subscription of this particular application, katulad nga nitong Viva Max, itong mga isabong na ito. But of course, I will in due time I will support your proposal, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. For me, it's just that we feel that there is some sort of responsibility we are giving to these companies. Hindi naman pwedeng absolute yung ibinibigay natin na kapangyarihan na you can do whatever you want. In fact, Mr. President, I am about to defend the franchise of Meralco today, supposed to be. And that's been my principle, Mr. President. We cannot allow creeping franchises to be given to any Tom, Dick, or Harry na wala ng responsibilidad. Mr. President, before I go to another topic, I can see Senator Pia Cayetano on the rostrum. I think she's seeking the floor, and I'm more than willing to yield for her intervention, Mr. President.
But before I recognize the Senator Pia Cayetano, I would like to remind the good gentleman that the Speaker pro tempore that if at the meantime that the MTRCB is not yet equipped with that kind of mandate, siguro we tap the PNP and the NBI right away para mabigyan kaagad na action itong problema na ito, because this really nakakatakot ito. Our values are being attacked by this kind of business. Siguro pwede na siguro natin i-remind ng PNP na do their mandate. They have their cybercrime, anti-cybercrime group or whatever units under the PNP who has the capacity to react on this kind of crime. If this is a crime, because we know pertinent laws are being violated by this particular business.
Yes, Mr. President. Once the majority leader refers this my privileged speech to the appropriate committee, then we will have to discuss it in the committee level, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senate President Pro Tempore. And I would like to recognize Senator Pia Cayetano.
Thank you. With the permission of the gentleman, I just was listening to the exchange, and I'd just like to share my input. I believe this discussion that involves the payment vehicles is important to not just take note of, but to highlight. For how many years, maybe, I don't know, a decade or so, all of these new kinds of companies, new because they're now digital, everything that has to do with online, they hide behind the cloak of, but di na namin sagot yan, hindi na kami yan, you know? And now, Mr. President, it is very possible for all of these companies to somehow just have a restriction on the payment to these companies that are not child-friendly. It's as simple as that. It's so simple. And if they refuse to do that, then we should, if there is not enough laws that restrict or penalize them, then we should penalize them. It is not that difficult for them to say na GCash payments can be made here but cannot be made to online gambling. The former majority floor leader will recall that we were both very, very against the sabong. And these are the vehicles that were being used. Okay lang sa kanila na may nagpapakamatay. Okay lang sa kanila na nalunlun sa utang ang pamilya dahil may na-addict sa online sabong na yan. So kung okay lang pala sa kanila, edi parusahan natin sila kasi nakakasira nga sila ng not just our values, no? Because yes, it's our values, but there are consequences. And the consequence is if you allow your company, your method of payment to be used in a way that we have already prohibited, then penalize them. So yun lang naman din ang sa akin. I join the gentlemen in their concern. And I will add my advocacy to it. Yan din ang ginagamit ng mga bata para bumili ng vape na bawal sa kanila. Bawal. Tapos nandun din online. So it's the same. It's just a different product.
I'm about to go there.
It's the same. It's the same. It's just a different product. And all of these companies are empowering the youth to buy these products, these services that should be prohibited. It has become easier, and let's not deny that there are services na nakakabuti. Pero yung hindi nakakabuti, di iban. Hindi mahirap yun. Nagpapalusot lang yung mga yan. Kung sabihin nilang, hindi pwede, pwede. Kung gusto nila, if there's a will, there's a way. Yun lang po, Mr. President.
Thank you, Madam Senator from Taguig. Before that, if I may, I just received information that if you are a Globe user and if you will access dito sa mga porn sites, YouTube for X-rated contents, they will already block the Globe user for accessing yung mga porn sites. So siguro dapat itong Smart, itong mga ibang itong Paymaya, yung mga Visa credit card, Master credit card, siguro they have to follow suit.
So that's the question. What is the definition of porn? What is soft porn? What is medium porn? What is a little bit porn? I want to have the
Yes, yes, yes.
definition. Because madali sigurong sabihin na binlock yung porn na porn. O ano, what is the definition?
siguro,
Pakitanong na rin.
Well, siguro we will have to define it probably. Siguro for me, yung hard, I do not know the comparison between hard and soft porn.
Anyway, kayo na yan, ha?
As ako, pareho lang. Pagka meron nangyari, porn na yan eh.
And we're all
Whether hard or
veteran
soft.
legislators, Your Honors. We couldn't even define. So we need an expert, actually, Mr. President. And that's also my point. And I thank the distinguished lady from Taguig and Pateros for raising this particular issue. Even the vapes, Mr. President. You can easily fool these paying apps, Mr. President.
You just have to press your 18 years
There's-
old, they'll
there's-
give you
there's-
access.
There's no second third or fourth line of defense in ensuring that they will only cater to those who are actually with proper age, Mr. President. Anyway,
If I can, with the permission of Senator Villanueva, if I can remember, during our hearing sa Isabong, it was discussed extensively yung paano maglagay ng control yung GCash at Paymaya. But until now, hanggang promise lang sila. They said that they promised to do everything. Pero ngayon, wala pa rin tayong narinig na concrete action coming from them. So it's high time, I think, for them to be penalized, if I may.
that's a good idea, Mr. President. I'm going towards that direction as being mentioned by our acting presiding officer, Mr. President. Because this representation filed several measures. SB 734, ito pong iPad Act, Indecency, Pornography, and Obscenity Deterrence Act, which increases the penalty, Mr. President, under Article 201 of our revised penal code. Yung revised penal code po, yung moral doctrines, obscene publications, and exhibitions and indecent show, would the distinguished sponsor, I mean the Senate President Pro Tem who delivered a compelling privileged speech, agree, Mr. President, that it's also high time that we increase penalties, Mr. President, in this particular aspect, Mr. President?
Yes, definitely. I will support any proposal by the former Majority Leader, Mr. President.
Mr. President, kanina po pinakita yung ilang mga titulo lamang ng pelikula doon sa ano ba tawag doon? Streaming app na Viva Max.
Yeah, actually-
and nakita ko yung mga titles pa lang, Mr. President.
It's very suggestive.
I'm already distracted and concerned about it. For example, Mr. President, Araro. Araro pero wala doon sa bukid. Lahat nandun sa loob
Kwarto.
ng bed scene, Mr. President. Ang mga pictures na pinapakita. Paano naman naging connected yung Araro doon sa bed scenes kesa sa bukid, Mr. President? Doon pa lamang sa titulo, Mr. President, would you agree with me, Mr. President, na talagang ang intensyon talaga ay hindi magturo ng kung paano magtanim at magbungkal ng lupa sa bukirin? Is that correct, Mr. President?
Alam mo, very innovative ang ating mga kasamahan sa industriya ng pelikulang Pilipino. Siyempre, double meaning na yan. Ano, siyempre, Araro, sa
Plowing.
bukid yan,
Plowing.
meron ding Araro sa ibang version naman, sa ibang thinking ng mga malikhaing mga alagad ng sining natin. Kaya, dun lang sa very catchy yung mga titles. Alam mo, once na catchy yung title mo, panunuorin talaga eh. Yan ang natuto ko nung ako'y nag-artista pa nung araw, no? Talaga pag medyo catchy talaga yung title, talagang manunod ka katulad ng Unang Tikim. Meron pang ganun. Ano pa yung mga ibang mga ha?
Yun po, Ginoong Pangulo, ang aking nais i-point out. Dahil bata pa po ako, artista na yung aking tinatanong ngayong hapon na ito. At gusto kong matutunan, Mr. President, na yun pa lang ho, no? Titulo pa lang, alam mo ho na naughty or that's the list that you can describe it, but more of targeting Filipinos, especially young people, to be involved and be engaged in pornographic materials, Mr. President. One last thing, Mr. President, before I leave this interpellation, Mr. President. The gentleman who is a former chairperson of the Senate Committee on Labor made mention about the possibility of violating a lot of labor laws. He made mention about 15,000, Mr. President, pero papakita lahat. Meron po bang nagawa ang ating Department of Labor and Employment para inspeksyonin ang set nito as mandated by our laws, Mr. President, whether you talk about occupational safety and health standards at iba pang mga batas na ating ipinasa dito sa Senado, meron po bang nakukuha na Pag-ibig o PhilHealth itong mga mga aktor, mga cameraman, mga utility guys, ng mga gumagawa ng ganitong klaseng pelikula, Mr. President?
Sigurado ako, Ginoong Pangulo, wala ho sila natatanggap na benepisyo, pribileyo, dahil per day po ang bayad sa kanila. Wala ho silang kontrata. So, siguro 101% ako, they do not receive any privileges or any benefits coming from dito sa mga nabanggit nyo, Ginoong Pangulo.
Wala hong pag-ibig,
Walang pag-ibig.
walang
Nothing.
PhilHealth, etc.
Wala ho.
So, Mr. President, again, glaring, in your face violations itong ating na-unearth ngayon, lalo na sa labor laws na ating mga ipinasa dito sa bulwagang ito, Ginoong Pangulo. And so we call on also our friends from the Labor Department to look into this. Baka may mga hindi lang karapatang pantao yung na-violate doon po sa paggawa ng pelikulang ito, kundi yung karapatan bilang isang manggagawa ay na-violate din. So, Ginoong Pangulo, magwawakas po ako by saying, Mr. President, that this is such a sad incident na nangyayari, Mr. President, dito sa ating bansa. Nakakalungkot habang pina-flash po dyan sa screen yung mga hindi ko maintindihan mga titulo, Mr. President. Ngunit ang para ho sa akin, yung paglabag sa karapatan ng ating mga kapwa Pilipino, lalo na sa ating mga kababaihan, paglabag din at pag-abuso doon po sa karapatan ng ating mga kabataang Pilipino na inaasahan natin na mga susunod na leader ng ating minamahal na bayan. Maraming salamat, Ginoong Pangulo. Maraming salamat sa ating Senate President Pro Tem, Senator Jinggoy Estrada.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Senator Villanueva. I just like to add, itong mga naka-flash sa screens nitong mga pelikula, alam mo, once you are a Viva Max subscriber, pwede mo na ma-access lahat yung mga movies sa kanilang application, including yung mga sexy movies. Sa akin lang, sana meron another layer of security when the subscriber is accessing itong mga sexy movies na ito. Siguro, ibang bayad or dapat mas stringent ang kanilang requirements. Or siguro, hanapan sila ng ID kung talagang duda sila na minor itong mga nanonood. Yun lang po, Ginoong Pangulo. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Senator Joel.
Majority Leader?
Mr. President, I move that we refer the privileged speech of Senator Estrada and all in the interpellations and manifestations thereon to the Committee on Public Info.
Is there any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.